Hey y'all, thanks for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be talking about some things that I wish I had known before I decided to have gastric bypass surgery. Well, I definitely don't regret my decision. Knowing these things going into it would have made it much easier when they came up. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the top of my list, and it's in no particular order. So number one is protein breath. Now, usually when I wake up in the morning, I know some people can kind of just, go a little bit without like brushing their teeth and they don't have to immediately do it. I was never ever that way. It's like one of the first things I wanted to do prior to surgery, but now since I've had the surgery, I think because I'm eating so much protein, it's like I'm running upstairs to my bathroom to go and brush my teeth because I feel like my mouth, it's not like a smile, it's not like a foul smell, it's more of a dry mouth. And even like I'll keep a bottle of water by my bedside because the first alarm that goes off in my morning is my calcium. I'll take my calcium and my omeprazole and I'll have a sip of something, and even that sip is like it evaporates down into the mouth, and it's just very discomforting and I just don't like it. But yeah. Number two would be the excessive burping. Nobody told me, like no one told me about this. People told me about gas, and I guess I just thought like coming out from the other end on that front it's not that bad, but the burping, oh my god, like I'll eat 2 to 3 bites of something and I'm burping for 30 minutes after, and it's so embarrassing, especially when I'm at a restaurant or something, because it's uncontrollable. It's like almost like hiccups, but it's burping, and sometimes I'll burp until I actually have the hiccups. But if I don't burp, it feels like I want to throw up, like my chest feels really hot. I don't know if it's a form of dumping or something that just happens, but it's definitely something that's super annoying. Number three, sleeping on your side and your stomach right after you get home from surgery. Well, for me, it's been officially 2 months now, but it's still painful. Like my incisions, my surgeon was great. My incisions look amazing. You can barely tell I have incisions. I have 4. I have 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and 2 in my belly button. They're very small, they're closed up. However, I still cannot lay on either one of them without pain and discomfort. And so I can't lay on my left side, my right side, my stomach. Really the only comfortable position now is my back. And it's funny that I was never a back sleeper until I had this surgery. But one pro from that is apparently I hear I don't snore anymore, which I used to really could snore very hard and very heavy. I just think it's just something that comes sometimes when you are, overweight, you have difficulty breathing. So obviously when you're sleeping, it's even more difficult. But I know my surgeon said that something was like offline in my throat area. Like, I don't know, like she rerouted or something, my esophagus, I think. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but yeah. So number 4 is how a waitress will look at you whenever you go out to eat and, you just eat 2 to 3 bites and you're asking for a doggy bag. Or, I'll have an appetizer and by the time my main course comes out, I'm not hungry anymore. And they're kind of looking like, well, I get 1 or 2 reactions. So when I went to New York, I ordered like some vegetables. And the one girl was like, she looked at my plate and she was like, do you want me to get a manager for you? Like, is something wrong? I'm like, no, nothing's wrong. I'm just, I'm not hungry at this current time. I just, want to bag it up. And she was just very puzzled. And then I went somewhere else and the girl just kind of gave me a look. And it's kind of like a look like, girl, like, I know you be thinking like, girl, you of this size and you mean to tell me you ate 2 to 3 bites and you feel like, I don't know if that's just me thinking that in my mind, but that's what I feel like they're thinking when they say, like, when they're looking at me like, are you sure you want a doggy bag? Like, yes, I'm sure. I'm done. Been done 3 bites ago, actually. So number 5 would be the pain and nausea you feel after surgery. So I made a whole video about it. This is my first video. No one really warned me. I don't think I emphasized enough why I made that video, but it's just because when I read people's surgery, updates, like when they woke up and everything, they said it was like a breeze. It was nothing too bad. They had a little gas pain. They walked and it was fine. That was not my experience, okay? I woke up and I felt like something was wrong. I felt like my surgeon did something wrong. I felt like, you know, maybe I was gonna have to go back under the knife because I felt a lot of pain. So no one really warned me. And also nausea, because before surgery, I hadn't thrown up, and I would say about 10 years, you guys. I had actually had myself believing and everyone around me believing that I couldn't throw up anymore. Like, it didn't matter what I ate. It didn't matter how much I drank. It didn't matter anything. I just did not throw up. Like, I never felt the urge to throw up. Never, no matter what. But immediately, I remember when I was walking around the floor, walking around the unit, I felt like the urge to throw up. And imagine like going 10 years without feeling that feeling, and you feel it. It just felt so extra traumatic. And I was just like, oh my gosh, terrible. So number 6 is you get severely backed up. And I'm looking down because I'm reading them from my phone. But you get severely backed up. Like, no one told me how constipated you will be. So my first week, I don't think I used the bathroom in about, at this point, about 9 days, because I had 3 days of liquid before my actual surgery. And then of course after surgery, I wasn't eating at all. I wasn't drinking much of anything. So there really was nothing to, you know, let go, but it felt like I needed to let go of something. Like, it felt so bad. And actually took an enema. Don't do that, because I did go against my nurse's orders to do that. I would not suggest that you follow my footsteps and do that. I'm obviously fine, but I really don't know the effects that, you know, or what could have happened to me by doing that enema. Even though I felt much relief, it's still not worth it, because if something would have happened, it really wouldn't have been worth it for me to take the enema. But the constipation is still something I struggle from daily. Like, I still have to take Miralax about 5 days a week in order to use the bathroom. I also use a detox tea when I find that the Miralax is not working, but I only have to do that about, I would probably say, every other week to every 2 weeks. I do a detox tea, and I do the Smooth Move tea. But yeah, so number 7 is you will constantly have to validate your decision to have surgery. So this actually, I can't say this happened after surgery per se. It kind of happened before I had surgery. I remember telling coworkers, and you know, I remember the first thing them saying is, you know, oh, you're not even that big. And I'm like, spare me, please. Like, please, 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 please spare me. I don't know if people just don't really view you as that. I don't know if people feel like it's a compliment to tell you that. I don't know. I am 5'9". Everyone is surprised to know what my weight is, so it may just be they don't see me as that size. But they would just be like, you know, you can just work out, and you can just eat right, and you can just lose weight, and all the things that you've tried before and you prayed would work and didn't work, and you know, you got your hopes down about it because it didn't work and you felt like something was wrong for you. And like I said before, I made this decision so young because I really don't want to keep going through this circle for the rest of my life. Who knows how long I would have been, you know, a yo-yo dieter and fluctuating up and down in weight. It could have been the rest of my life, and unless I would have made this decision to have surgery. So I feel like I'm always having to validate it. Another thing is people saying that it's the easy way out. It's definitely not the easy way out, especially when you're in the support groups. Like, I'm in a lot of support groups, but it's like a double-ended sword, because I get a lot of support from the groups, but also I have the spirit of comparison a lot. So I compare myself a lot. Like, I'll see someone is losing 10 pounds a week. I'm only losing 4 pounds a week. So I feel like, you know, is something wrong with me? Am I, you know, not eating too much? And this is gonna bring me actually into number 8, which is you will constantly question yourself after surgery. You'll wonder, you know, am I doing enough? Am I not drinking enough? Am I drinking too much? Am I eating too little? Am I eating too much? Am I not working out enough? Because you'll be able to see other people's journeys, and you'll constantly be comparing your journey to their journey. I would say that's just a very bad practice to do, because number one, everyone's surgeon is different. So everyone's diet plan is totally different. Like, I know some people who after surgery, they did a whole month of liquids. I can't compare myself to them because my surgeon It went really fast. I went from liquids to purees to soft foods to regular diet by the end of the month. So I couldn't possibly compare myself to someone who's only been drinking liquids for a whole month when I've incorporated real food into my diet. But you do, you know, that's just the sad part about it. You do, and you just kind of beat yourself down. And at one point, you know, I was just like saying, you know, oh, I did a surgery and I only lost 30 pounds, or I only lost now 50 pounds. But I honestly can't remember the last time I've lost this much weight and been, you know, so successful, or, you know, been so successful with going to the gym consistently. So you have to remember to applaud yourself and celebrate yourself, celebrate this choice that you make. And even when times seem tough, seems like your weight is stalling and you're comparing yourself, don't do that. Know that you can break the stall, you can work harder, and yeah, just don't compare yourself. Number 9 is just the depression that you can have, and that's just piggybacking off of the last 2 subjects. I actually got this one from a group that I'm in because I asked, you know, what were some things that people experienced as well, so I can incorporate into this video. So depression, and when I think about it, yeah, so you do feel a little bit of depression. You feel just sad, in a sad place that you're even in this place, that you even had to do this surgery. You question, you know, why. You question, was there something else I could have done? You question, did you make the right decision? I know a lot of people who have sleeve question, should I have had bypass because my results are not the same? And this will actually just lead me into number 10. The 10th and final thing is the buyer's remorse. So I felt buyer's remorse probably like my 2nd week when I had my head in a toilet, throwing up severely because I had just eaten a piece of shrimp. And I felt so bad. So my head was in the toilet. I had just ate a piece of shrimp. I felt so bad and terrible. And I was just thinking to myself, what the hell have I done? Why did I do this to my body? Why have I, you know, completely went ahead and let, you know, someone cut on me and rearrange how my body works and digests food? Now I have to take these vitamins for the rest of my life in order to be healthy. You know, there's so many things that I have to do, and I feel like miss out on. You know, when I go out, I can't drink anymore. I mean, and these are just all, in the grand scheme of things, very small things, but they are very real things, and they will make you question, did you make the right decision? And you just feel like, you know, maybe I just would have been okay not even having this surgery. It's a real feeling. You will feel a little bit of buyer's remorse, but after the first month or so, I just didn't feel that way anymore. You know, once I seen the scales start to go down, and also I just seen how I felt, the energy I had, you know, whether it was from the working out or the eating right or whatever, from the whole lifestyle change. The biggest thing, the energy that I have now is just incomparable. I'm so much more energized and ready to go and ready to do things and ready to experience life and live. So with all of these things, I don't want to say any of these things to discourage anybody from having this surgery or to make you feel like you're not doing the right decision. If it is for you, and you know, you've talked to your surgeon about it, and you have, you know, a good support system, that's the number 1 thing. I'm so happy with the support system that I have, because, you know, I really have people that truly go to bat for me and support me and have been with me every step of the way, and it's just incomparable. And I'm so glad I didn't have to do this alone. So if you have that, or even if you don't have that and you got to be your own cheerleader, or, you know, you got to come and you can talk to me, that's fine. But whatever is going to be the best decision for you, make sure you're making this decision for you. Be informed, do your research on your surgeon, what hospital you're going to, and know all of these things so that you can know what to expect from this surgery. All right, you guys, I really hope that this video helps somebody. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to thumbs up this video, and also subscribe and press that bell so you can see more videos from me when I post them. Until then, stay pretty, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.